Hey guys, it's David from davidpatrickgreen.com and hackhollywood.com, not to mention Actor Power Coaching, not .com, actorpower.com. So guys, oh my gosh, I am just bursting at the seams with information to give you. It actually pains me that I have to do short little videos because maybe your attention span is not what it needs to be. And that's what they tell us, do short videos because people's attention spans are small. I mean, how about you just give them all the information because they actually care about what happens to them? You know, anyway, was that a rant? My topic today is so awesome and has been so instrumental in my recent successes. I was on a booking streak of 3 out of 6, which might actually be 3 out of 5 until I had my 6th one and didn't book that. And let me just tell you about why that has been going so well lately. I have been doing almost exclusively self-tapes, okay? Even if I'm in town, I'll tell them I'm out of town. Because who wants to go into a casting office if you can stay home in your own environment and do it yourself? So here are 3 reasons why you should do self-tapes whenever possible. Reason number 1, the time. It takes a bunch of time to get all primed up and look good and blah, blah, blah. And then you have to go to wherever it is they are doing the session, and then you have to wait for anywhere from probably minimum 10 minutes on up to maybe an hour. And then you're in and out in 30, 40 seconds, maybe a minute or 2 if it's a longer audition. And then you have to go back to where you came from. So not only time, but expense as well, because somehow you got to get there, right? So you got to drive your car there, you got to take public transportation, you take an Uber, car to go, whatever, ride your bike. It takes a lot of time. Well, you could be using that time preparing and actually doing the audition, or something more productive like picking up the phone and calling a major producer and saying, hey, let's get lunch because I've got a deal for you. Okay, so number 1 is time. Number 2 is you are in control of everything. Okay, you control the lighting, you control the camera, you get to see what you actually look like when you're shooting, so you can try different poses, you can have a leg up, you can sit down, you can do whatever you want to. And so think about what it's like when you're going into a casting office. You have no idea what you even look like on their camera. You don't really even know what the framing is. Sure, you can say, what's my frame? And they'll go, oh, it's about this, but whatever. You don't really know what the lighting is. Like when I'm doing this, I know exactly what the lights look like. And so if the piece is a little darker, I might do that and add a little shadow to one side of my face. Make the whole thing a little edgier, right? So that's the kind of thing you can manipulate. You can control the mood. You can be a little bit of a filmmaker when you do a self-tape. Yeah, so total control over everything, and then you send them a file, and you can do the font, you can make it look any way you want, you can wear whatever clothes you want, you just have total control over everything, and you don't have to deal with people who might be in a bad mood or they don't know what they're doing. That's probably the main part. Is you're probably not going to get to see the casting director unless the part is, you know, guest star or better. So you're seeing assistants or associates, people who can't really answer your questions for the most part because nobody told them anything and they never bothered to ask. So what do you need them for? You know, all they're doing is giving you a bunch of instructions and saying, do this, do that. You could be doing all of this yourself and controlling the result, okay? You have really no control over the results when you do it at their office. And finally, you can do it as many times as you want, okay? you can do it until you get it right. And I don't recommend you do 100 takes, but by doing it a lot of times, you get the experience of repetition, which will help you when you go into offices. Because you're like, I've done this 1,000 times. I have no problem standing in front of a camera and talking to it. You know, I'm getting to the point where even though I'm not really used to talking to a camera because I'm an actor and I'm usually looking over there and talking off camera, now I can talk into a camera and I can still think on my feet. You just get used to having your eyes focused on the person. Basically, I'm talking to you. Yes, you. And so you just get used to it if you do it over and over and over. So if you do 20 takes, the first 4 or 5 auditions, you're going to be like, hey, you know, I got a pretty good feel for this. And so when you go in front of people, you'll be less nervous, less inclined to have issues with the whole performance. So really that's it, guys, is you will save a bunch of time. You'll be in control of the result and what you do, and you can do it as many times as you want, which will make you a better actor overall, and eventually you'll be able to do it on the first or second take. You know, now I used to do it so many times and I was never happy with the results, but now I can get all of this stuff out of my head and just focus on doing the actual acting work. So everything comes with practice, but those are my 3 tips. I hope you found them helpful. Well, actually, it's 1 tip, and it's 3 reasons why you should do more self-tapes. And the other reason why is then you can learn to do these things like bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You can do them anywhere in the world. I just did an audition for a Marvel movie in the Dominican Republic. I have done them across the country. I have done them at my friends' houses. Anywhere you've got a camera, grab some lights, pull them into your face. It's really just about lighting your face, right? So long as your face is lit, the rest of it doesn't really matter that much. And that's it, okay? So guys, I hope this was helpful. If you like this, I'm getting so tired of saying this. If you liked it, like it. Please share this with people who need to know this information and subscribe to my channel because I just want to help you guys. I want to help you so you don't think that a lot of the bad information out there is stuff that you actually have to do. And gosh, don't even get me started on bad information. Former this, former that. If you're not a professional actor, why are you telling professional actors what to do? That's all I got to say. Okay? Period. If you're not a professional actor, why are you telling professional actors what to do? Because you're not looking at the world from the same perspective. Okay, guys, that is it, and I will talk to you soon.